p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. First, the headlines. Prime Minister performing groundbreaking of 306 kilometers Sakkar-Hyderabad motorway project in Sakkar today, said government is working to promote public-private partnership to accelerate economic growth. National Assembly was informed today that government is making efforts to explore new oil and gas reserves to meet energy demand in the country. Interior Minister has expressed the resolve to continue to expose India's abominable face and terrorism before the world. President has stressed the need to tap the trade potential between Pakistan and Kazakhstan through exploring new linkages. Foreign Minister will embark on a week-long visit to United States tomorrow. The first semi-final of FIFA World Cup 2022 will be played between Argentina and Croatia in Qatar tonight. And now the news in details. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says the government is working to promote public-private partnership for development projects to accelerate economic growth in the country. He was speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony of 306 kilometers Sakkar-Hyderabad M6 motorway project at Sakkar today. The Prime Minister said M6 motorway project will be completed in 30 months, and after its completion, the connectivity of north with south will be completed. He further said this project was unnecessarily delayed by the previous government. Shehbaz Sharif said the coalition government is committed to bring development and prosperity in all the deprived areas of the country, including Balochistan and Sindh. Regarding rehabilitation work for flood-affected people, the Prime Minister reiterated his resolve to utilize all available resources for this purpose. He said Gwadar Port project will also be operationalized soon as the development of a country is incomplete without progress in Balochistan. Earlier on his arrival at Sakkar, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif was received by Federal Minister Syed Khurshid Shah, Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah and other officials. Sakkar-Hyderabad motorway is the last part of Peshawar-Karachi motorway, after which all major and important cities of Pakistan will be connected by motorway. Addressing the ceremony, Federal Minister for Communications and Postal Services Maulana Asad Mahmood said that the previous government had stopped the development schemes in the country which are resumed in our government. He further said that recent floods have wreaked havoc in Sindh province, badly damaging the roads infrastructure of the province. He further said rehabilitation of roads is priority of the government to facilitate people's travel from one place to another. Briefing the ceremony, Federal Secretary for Communications, Captain Retired Khurram Agha, said that the project will be completed at a cost of 307 billion rupees. He further said the project will include the construction of 15 interchanges, a major bridge over the Indus River, 19 underpasses and 6 flyovers. 10 service areas will be constructed on both sides of the motorway at a distance of ever 50 kilometers. He further informed that the motorway will pass through districts of Jamshoro, Hyderabad, Benazirabad, Nowshera, Feroz, Khairpur and Sakkar. The National Assembly was informed today that a damage assessment survey has been carried out in the flood-affected areas in an impartial manner with the involvement of all stakeholders. Minister for Parliamentary Affairs Murtaza Javed Abbasi, whilst responding to a calling attention notice in the House, said the NDMA assisted the provincial disaster management authorities in this process. He further said the government has effectively highlighted Pakistan's case regarding climate change impacts at the international levels. Speaking in the House, Minister for Economic Affairs Sardar Ayaz Sadiq said that international partners, including the World Bank, were also involved in the survey of flood-affected areas. Parliamentary Secretary for Petroleum Chaudhry Hamid, responding to a calling attention notice, said the government is making efforts to explore new oil and gas reserves to meet energy demand in the country. He said a gas load management plan is being implemented at present to ensure that gas is available to the domestic consumers during cooking times. The House has now been prorogued. Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah says India's involvement in terror activities in Pakistan is highly condemnable and we will take up this issue at the United Nations. He was addressing a news conference in Islamabad this afternoon alongside Inspector General Counter-Terrorism Department Punjab Imran Mahmood. The additional IG gave a detailed briefing about the investigation and findings of the incident of car bomb blast in Johar town, Lahore last year and proofs of India's involvement in it. The Interior Minister said Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, who is in New York, will take it up on UN Security Council debate tomorrow. He said the real face of India will be exposed on the basis of these clear evidences. Rana Sanaullah said in an effort to justify and cover up its brutalities in illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, India's hoodwinks international community and perpetuates terrorism in Pakistan. He said Kulbhushan Yadav and all his activities are an evidence to corroborate the fact. The minister said entire Pakistani nation has rendered matchless sacrifices in war against terrorism alongside security forces, and we now need to accelerate our efforts to expose India's real face to extirpate terrorism. This is Radio Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said that there is a great potential of diversifying trade relations and entering into joint ventures in the areas of agriculture, IT, textile, energy, logistics, housing and construction between Pakistan and Kazakhstan. Talking to Chairman of Lower House of the Kazakh Parliament, Koshnavo Yarlin, in Islamabad today, he said the existing trade level of $219.12 million needed to be substantially increased, keeping in view the immense potential that existed between the two countries by building new and improving existing linkages through roads and railway networks. He further said trade by Kazakhstan and other Central Asian republics through Karachi and Gwadar is an important element of the Vision Central Asia policy. The president said the international community should take a strong exception to the atrocities being perpetually committed by the Indian security forces against innocent Kashmiris who are demanding their legitimate right to self-determination as promised to them by various UNSC resolutions. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari will embark on a week-long visit to United States tomorrow. He will meet with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and participate in a high-level debate at the UN Security Council on the theme of maintenance of international peace and security, new orientation for reformed multilateralism. Tomorrow. The foreign minister will also chair the ministerial conference of G77 and China, the largest negotiating bloc of developing countries within the UN system. He will hold meetings with high-level government officials, congressional leaders, Pakistani-American businessmen and community members in Washington. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari will also interact with think tanks and the media. A 12-member delegation of Libyan parliament arrived in Islamabad today on a 6-day visit to Pakistan with the aim to further strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries. The delegation, led by Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives Fauzi Al-Nawari, is visiting Pakistan on the invitation of Senate Chairman Sadiq Sanjrani. Tajikistan's President Emomali Rahman will arrive in Islamabad on a 2-day official visit to Pakistan tomorrow. He is visiting Pakistan at the invitation of Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. During the visit, the two sides will exchange views on further strengthening bilateral cooperation in a wide range of areas. A number of bilateral agreements and MOUs are expected to be signed. The Tajik president's visit to Pakistan is expected to impart a renewed impetus to deepening cooperation between the two countries in diverse fields and further strengthening the growing geo-economic partnership. The first semi-final of mega football event FIFA World Cup 2022 will be played between Argentina and Croatia in Qatar tonight. The match will start at 12 midnight AM Pakistan Standard Time. The second semi-final will be played between France and Morocco tomorrow. This match will also be played at 12 midnight Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, foggy conditions are likely to develop over plain areas of Punjab and Upper Sindh during morning hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.